Welcome to our podcast where we talk about health and wellness. So today we have Dr. Anuranchita Pallavi, consultant gynecologist and IVF specialist. Welcome to podcast, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shishida. So today we are going to talk about high-risk pregnancy and I'm really excited about that. So yes, you can go ahead, Sisira.
Okay, ma'am, what do you mean by high-risk pregnancy?
Okay. See, high-risk pregnancy is any pregnancy which carries increased risk to the mother, to the child or to both. So now, we want to know what are the causes, basically what are the causes of high-risk pregnancies. So there are various factors which decide upon the, risk factor and categorizes a mother as high-risk pregnancy. First and the most important is the age. Any woman who is less than 18 years of age or more than 35 years of age belongs to a high-risk pregnancy category. Other factors, other health issues like before pregnancy, if she has any diabetes, if she has hypertension, kidney disease, she's also categorized as a high-risk pregnancy. And if during pregnancy she, develops any complications like, BP, like hypertension can be before pregnancy also, and it can be pregnancy-induced hypertension also. So if she develops pregnancy-induced hypertension during pregnancy, or she develops cholestasis, which is jaundice during pregnancy, or diabetes during pregnancy, so all these, pregnant ladies are categorized as high-risk pregnancies, and even multiple pregnancies like, twins. IVF is giving rise to a number of multiple fetal pregnancies, which is also coming into high-risk categories because it can lead to preterm deliveries of the baby.
Okay, ma'am. So, what can be done to manage all this high-risk pregnancies?
See, first thing what we have to do to manage the high-risk pregnancy is, first thing which requires is a pre-conceptional counseling where the couple, can get all the baseline tests done, and the BP, the sugar, the other factors that they are not having. So pre-conceptional counseling is very important because if a person is a known case of hypertension, then it can be controlled with medications, and then the patient can, there are a category of drugs like, all the hypertensive medicines are not considered safe during pregnancy. So if she's already a known case of hypertension, the medicines have to be shifted to a pregnancy safe medicine. So that we have to do it beforehand. Even for diabetes, same thing is for diabetes. A person who's already a known case of diabetes, she has to plan pregnancy only if her 3 months HbA1c is what the 3 months diabetic control gives us. That is around 6. So, then only she should plan pregnancy. So, the first thing is, she should plan, she should get a preconceptional counseling. Then she can, early, it's very difficult to say because women especially now, they have become very career oriented. So the pregnancy is not the first thing in their mind. But still, what I would recommend is, because after 35 years of age, the consequences of genetic abnormalities, hypertension, BP increases during pregnancy. So they should plan slightly earlier their pregnancy. And even if they're not able to plan pregnancy at an earlier stage, at least they can go ahead with embryo freezing or oocyte freezing at a younger age so that, they are out of this biological clock, which can lead to other abnormalities later on in life. So these are the basic things, and even in IVF, when we do an IVF, we are preferring single embryo transfer so that the complications of multiple pregnancies can be avoided. Okay. So these are the things which can be done.
So, ma'am, as a parent, in which setup shall we conduct or shall we choose to have or to minimize all these complications?
Okay. See, high-risk pregnancy is slightly, delicate pregnancy, which requires a multidisciplinary approach. For example, if a patient is hypertensive, there are various complications that she can develop during pregnancy and she can develop after pregnancy. For example, because of pregnancy-induced hypertension, they can have fits problem, they can have sudden, abruption is what we call abruption of the placenta, where they can actually lose the child, and they can have fits, convulsions, blood clots in the brain. So all these pregnancies have to be conducted in a multidisciplinary approach where all the facilities right from the physician to NICU to ICU setup is there. Like for example, a twin pregnancy can go into preterm labor. So there is a chance that these patients can deliver prematurely. Yeah. So it should be conducted in a setup where all these facilities are available. For example, if a patient has heart disease, so we cannot conduct these deliveries only at a maternal and a child health care because they require the support of a cardiologist, they require ICU setup, they require trained cardiac anesthetists who can take care. So, for example, like Medicover has everything. So, the deliveries of such high-risk pregnancy should be conducted at Medicover or some, place like this where the mother as well as the child is safe.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving your valuable time here. It was really very informative session. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shishira, for having me here. It was lovely talking to you people too. Thank you so much. And for any concerns, you can come and visit me at Medicover Hospital, Kharghar, Navi Mumbai. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's all for today. So stay tuned for the next podcast.
Thank you.